Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about some office friendly scents. So for me, those are typically generic scents, your clean scents, not too projecting, a little closer to the skin. I have 10 here. Let's get right into it. No particular order. My first recommendation for an office scent would be one that everyone knows pretty well. I would say this is a Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I think this is more of like a spring summer scent. I know we are moving into the fall, but you know, office friendly is office friendly. Okay, very much lemon in the opening. It's very citrusy, and I think it stays that way for quite a while. If you don't like citrus, I probably wouldn't go for this. So in the beginning, it's like straight lemon. There's a few notes here. To me, it's just straight lemon. It does dry down into a little bit of florally. The rose is not too strong of a rose. And then I do get like some cedar and musk in the dry down. So like a little bit of a woodiness, but still with that very strong lemony florally smell. It's almost like a beachy scent too. I don't know if other people get that. Number 2, another Dolce & Gabbana we might as well just go through. The Only One Intense. I love this one. I don't even really need to spray it. Oh, it's so hard to explain the smell because all I can really say is it's a white floral, but there's so much to it. There's so much depth to this fragrance. I love this so much. This, maybe I'll put a picture on the screen so I can try to explain like the aesthetic it gives, because this is so good. I don't think this would be for everyone. The original version would probably be more crowd pleasing. This one right here, it just gives like, I'm a boss. That's what it gives to me. Neroli in the beginning, coconut, jasmine, vanilla, and cashmere wood. This one is like, if you want to display that you're a classy woman who takes care of herself, she pampers herself, she always makes sure she's put together, maybe her hair is slicked back, she got a nice blazer on, some heels, and when she goes outside, she walks to her car with her black shades on. I love this one. And I don't get many compliments on that one. So I don't really know how people feel about that, but this is so good. Please try it if you can. It's the neroli and the jasmine and the coconut for me. Drying down to cashmere and vanilla. Oh my goodness, that one is so good. Now, granted, let's talk about it. These two are probably not the least projecting of all of these. Not at all. You can definitely smell these, but I think they're non-offensive and they're good enough for the office. If you want a vanilla that's not really a true vanilla, try this out. I don't believe they have travel sizes of this, unfortunately. But you can look this up on probably FragranceNet and get it discounted. So good. All right, let's move on to the next. Oriental Vanilla is what they're calling it. This one is probably like my first perfume ever, maybe, but it's not the first one that got me into fragrance. Okay, this one is Prada Candy. Okay, another classic. Probably gotta do this one on my skin though. This doesn't really smell like much on the paper. Ooh, that came out a lot. So this is for the people who don't like too much of a floral and they don't like that generic scent. Caramel, musk, and vanilla. That's what this is. It's not projecting at all. Like, this is a perfume that I don't find projects at all. This is a great one to try. I feel like it's a little more muted. I would say it kind of gives like a very gourmandy baby powder, if that makes any sense at all. Like, it's very powdery. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, let's move on. Next one I have here is Giorgio Armani Terra de Gioia. I love this cap. I really don't know why. My first main accord in here is floral. Not white floral, but just floral. And Yeah, I know I've talked about this before. To me, this is very like white tee and some jeans, and you're going out to run errands. That's what this is for me. I got this as a perfume to wear to run errands because I didn't want to waste my good ones to go somewhere like Walmart or something. Definitely floral, a little bit citrusy in the opening, a little fruity, and it gets a little nutty as well, and then it dries down to musk. I would say though, if you know you don't like almonds, don't get it, because on skin, at least for me, I know this does turn a little bit more nutty than it's smelling on paper. But yeah, this is very like non-offensive to me. This is a good one for work. Okay, next one I have here is Gabrielle Chanel, and I will say Chanel Essence is really good too. It actually smells a little bit better. I will say the difference between the two is that the original Gabrielle Chanel, or Chanel Gabrielle, smells a little bit more mature, whereas Gabrielle Essence has a little bit more of a youthful spin on it. Looking at the notes, it has tuberose, orange blossom, jasmine, vanilla, and sandalwood. So yes, very like white floral and a little bit woody on the dry down. Yeah, generic white floral, a little bit sweet. Like, it's not really much to say. A lot of these to me are just generic magazine fragrances. It doesn't really give vanilla to me at all though. Very good though. Very good. Okay. Next up is a very new favorite of mine. It's not new, but it's a new favorite of mine, and I definitely will be purchasing a bigger bottle. This one is YSL Black Opium Le Parfum. Definitely. What is on my finger? This is a gourmands. If you love gourmands, you're not really a floral girl, I'm gonna do one spray of this because I only have a travel size. I am so upset I did not take advantage of this Ulta sale, and the same day it was on sale. What is it, like 21 days at Ulta or something? The same day it was $50 at Ulta. It was also $50 at Sephora. I don't know why I didn't take advantage of it. This is so good. Cinnamon, pear, jasmine sambac, 3 different types of vanilla and vanilla orchid, coffee, and patchouli. This is exactly that. It's such a beautiful mix. Very gourmandy, but not like sickening sweet. It's so good. Not a strong white floral at all. You can definitely smell the white floral, but it's more so gourmand. Like coffee, vanilla, and a little bit of cinnamon. It is so good. All right, next I have a very small sample, but this one is definitely full bottle worthy. I might have to go in and make that purchase, but this one is Poets of Berlin by Vilhelm Parfumerie. Unlike any other fragrance I've ever smelled, on first spray it's very green, like bamboo, and almost like sugarcane. I do get the blueberry, but it's not like tartness of a blueberry. I feel like blueberries are not usually sweet. More like blueberry pie, or like a, if you've ever had bumbleberry, like a bumbleberry pie. This is so good. It's so unlike anything I've ever smelled. This is not generic at all, but it's not a heavy hitter, and it's very much so non-offensive. It's very pretty and soft. All right, next up is Vanilla Creme by Michael Malul. It's very almondy. It says vanilla creme, or vanilla and creme is what it says. It's very almondy to me. Even though almond is a middle note, here is a lot of almonds in the beginning. So I do smell like the brightness of the pear, like pear juice. And I do get the almonds, a lot of almond. And a little bit later in the day, it's like a very light vanilla. So this is perfect. It's not really too gourmand at all. Let's see what they're calling it. Floral. So it's called vanilla plus creme, vanilla and creme. And Fragrantica is calling it a floral fragrance. That one is very simple, but sweet, non-offensive, a little bit of fruity, and a little bit of vanilla. The next one I have is another classic. This is Chloe Eau de Parfum. Let's give it a spray. In the beginning it's peony, freesia, rose, and it dries down to cedar. It's very much that. It's very floral. By floral, I mean like, I feel like I'm sticking my nose in a bouquet right now. So it's not like perfume florally, it's like an actual bouquet of flowers that I feel like I'm smelling. This to me might be like a safe scent for like a first interview. Very much flowers, it's straight flowers to me. It's classic. All right, the very last one I have is Versace Bright Crystal. This one I'm also gonna put on my skin because it's, I don't want to spill it. It has a top to it and you just dab it on. I don't think I've ever looked at the notes for this. Yuzu, I have no idea what that is. Ice, I definitely get ice from this. That's so interesting. Peony, lotus, magnolia, so very floral, musk. To me, this is like on the verge of screechy. If you know what I mean by screechy, where it's very like if you smell it too much, you can like feel it in your throat and in your nose. That's what certain perfumes are to me. This is like almost there. There's actually something sweet about this. I gotta Google what yuzu is. I have no idea what that is. It's a plant, a citrus fruit. Okay, that makes sense. It's very bright. It's not too citrusy. Like the most citrus you're gonna get here is light blue. But this is very bright. It's exactly what it says. Bright. It does smell like ice if you can just kind of imagine what that smells like. And definitely a lot of floral. So yes, my recommendation, my first recommendation, if you love a gourmand. Second, if you want to try a new vanilla, this one here. If you want to smell not too gourmand, not overpowering, and like something no one has ever smelled, go with Poets of Berlin. This is really good. Those are like my main three. All right. Those are all my recommendations for office-friendly scents. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching as always. Mwah. Peace.